Wait. We're in the middle of this thing.
That's right. With the Sheila. And the bouncies. Hello, welcome back to Spyro 3. We are still going for 100%.
Despite everything.
Hang on.
Yeah, I know. I already got this egg. Thanks. Why didn't you just let me do the second one?
It's weird that this is even a thing that you can
Yeah, why doesn't it just make them, like, not active?
Right, exactly. Maybe it's some programming quirk or something.
Okay, so...
I mean, yeah, I call it a bug.
You know what else is a bug? That little firefly thing.
Art?
No, these guys.
No, the firefly.
Oh.
I don't even remember what mushroom this guy runs into first or anything. That one?
Heck if I know. I just work here.
Where is he going?
Around the shrine he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows.
These... What?
Well, he probably knows.
That one? Then that one?
Ow! I went. Yes, it's.
You know what would have been nice?
Would've
If
been
there
nice.
were blue, red, and purple mushrooms. The blue mushrooms were the ones the first guy ran through, the red ones were the ones the second guy ran through, and the purple ones were the ones that both of them ran through.
Oh. Oh, I don't get it.
Okay. Might be too early.
Hmm.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so he only had to jump on 3 mushrooms.
Ah.
As long as it wasn't that tall one, that would have been annoying.
Oh, we'd like to introduce you to our third brother.
The eggs are all free. 2 dragons are born today. Sheila's my hero.
100% level complete. Yay. Okay. So, like, does this extra tall one even stomp down? It does. Yeah, let's get out of here. Bamboo Terrace. This boxer asking, how much more do you need for 100%? I don't know. I don't know what 100% actually is in this case. It might actually be like 90%. We don't know. I haven't looked it up.
It might be one of those games that has like 110% or something.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
There are some games that do that.
Yeah.
That's
Alright,
why did it call 100%?
That's been a thing ever since like Donkey Kong Country 2.
Really?
I think even the first Donkey Kong Country had 101%.
101%.
And Donkey Kong Country 2 had 102%.
Oh, it's just one of those games that got an extra 100% now.
I don't know.
Oh, how'd you see?
Hey,
Okay. So what do we need? We have still a bunch of gems to get, and 3 eggs. Glide to the hidden cave. Mary Poppinsing. Not.
Hmm?
Floating down on their umbrellas.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could do that.
You like that?
Yeah, exactly. I just
Okay.
want to. I'd save a bundle on transit.
There's a cave over there. Can I get to it from here?
No. Maybe.
Nope. I might be able to. That wasn't that jump. Could have done it slightly closer to where I could actually land and try again. Addison.
How are we doing with progress? It looks like, in all counts, we're about 80%.
Okay.
There's 15,000 gems and 149 eggs.
Right.
Smash to the mountaintop.
It said on the pause menu there, 77% game complete.
Okay, to the mountain top. Oh,
FedEx
maybe it's
says-
a Yeti.
FedEx
Yeah,
says
I've done
Spyro
this
3
before.
goes up to 117%.
What?
Why isn't it letting me in? There it goes. What was that?
Nice night for a walk, Bentley says.
Collision errors.
Hey, I think I saw some rhinox run up to the top of that hill with an egg.
I love that club.
Is that what you like to do most nights, Joas? You like to go around clubbing?
Yes, and beating people with icy stalagmites. Or stalactites, I don't know, one or the other.
Because you thought it was like stalactite?
Can you really call it one or the other when it's been dislodged from the cave?
Probably not. Yeah, it's probably just icicle.
I can try.
Remember,
if you could-
stalagmites are the ones that grow out of the ground.
Yes.
Luke Skywalker was a stalactite.
Hmm.
No, I'm thinking of that. Well, what was the name of the was it Tauntaun? The Tauntaun sleeping bag? So it's so awesome.
So it looked like he had a second attack with Bentley. Like you could
Yeah,
poke with your...
no, that's like a wind. It doesn't really seem to do anything except push things with wind.
Okay.
Not a very exciting... Okay, so you can't jump up there. I do have to go through. Not a very exciting second ability. Mostly just smash. What? What? What was that?
You did.
Get pushed
You
off
fell off
the
a
edge.
cliff.
It wasn't sure I was going to be pushed off the edge for a while there.
Nice.
Start over. At least I keep the gems I collected.
Again.
I need to time the attack since I'm melee only against these guys. Ow. How do I still have over like 8 lives?
Just that good of a gamer.
Ow.
How indeed.
Is it just me or did Bentley get smaller when he took damage?
Ooh, back. Oof.
Yeah, you have to like hit them with just the edge of your club. I keep I keep looking back at the Rick Griffin Discord from earlier today. I keep giggling at the sentence I said.
What did you say? I don't think I saw it.
You did. I said, not really. Pixar moms are all hips, no waist.
God,
There is
yeah.
pretty securely orb shaped. Like Terra being orb shaped is very funny to me.
I tried to draw Tara with that Pixar MILF body, and it just looked wrong.
Oh god, it's so weird. Hi. Hello. What are we?
Okay, at least that wasn't a soft lock.
What happened? Oh,
This part of the game is very well programmed, it seems.
Yeah.
And the last one was shoot from the boat. Where is the boat? Only 2 bodies of water in this place. There and right here. I don't see a boat in either of them.
What? Something.
Oh, okay. Okay, 4 extra lives in here. I didn't even mean to go here, but okay.
Nice.
Sick. 3 lives.
No, 4 lives.
I said free.
No, 4.
Who's on first?
Is that a joke you're gonna get out? No.
No.
He's got those big, plush, fuzzy ears of his, and he can't hear anything.
He's got headphones on. Oh, sorry. She's got headphones on.
No, it's he, I believe. It's still he.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you want.
Okay. I don't know. I thought I remember you saying that West is always male pronouns, no matter what body they're in.
I'm always male pronouns.
Okay.
I mean, West is also my avatar. And
Right.
West can be whatever.
Okay.
Ah, okay. Here we go.
Oh, there's a boat.
Spyro, my friends are trying to go home after a long shift in the fields. Those rotten Rhinox keep knocking them down. Can you save the panda?
His shirt looks like a treasure map.
Please hop aboard. Make sure to toast the Rhinox, but not my friends.
Oh boy, another one of these things.
Nice.
X marks the spot because the treasure is my heart.
Aww.
Stabs him with a shovel.
The truth was inside you the whole time.
Hey, little panda friends, maybe don't try to climb up to the buildings before we've killed all the Rhinox.
Please take the shiny egg. It will bring you good luck.
It's good old Rusty.
Would you like to try some of this?
Okay.
Alright.
I don't know why it was stuttering so much. Again, this level is built very well.
Look at that.
Back to Sergeant Bird's base. The adventure continues.
I have to train the hummingbirds. They must be in peak physical condition if we're going to take on the sorceress.
Total game total 78%. Bobinator.
78%? Okay.
Did I not actually get the egg for rescuing 5 hummingbirds?
Looks like not.
Okay. I must have gotten that egg for killing all the enemies, which was different.
Oh no?
also don't have all the gems.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
I assume you go up from here.
Yeah. I'm also thinking, there is where the courtyard is near the end, and there's like a window like right over there that shows another interior space. I'm wondering if there was some other way to get there from here.
There's mysteries afoot.
No, I didn't get. Haven't opened that, have I? I came back here with one of the bombs. Ow.
Nice.
Sir,
Now I have this egg. Yes, I know.
sir, the Rhinox had...
Now this thing.
Sir, the Rhinox had blocked the way...
Request permission to cheer, sir! Hip hip hooray!
Keep fighting the good fight.
Spyro and Smash. Now,
You could make a Smash game with just the characters from Spyro.
you know what, never occurred to me, but I wonder, I think we did discuss it the other day, but what Xbox is playing their own Smash?
I would be all... Well, what properties would they use?
Well,
Oh,
I
they
mean,
got a bunch
they
of-
have
they just
all
got
the
big-
properties now.
That's
They got a
true.
big flood. They got a flood of properties coming in. So yeah,
And yeah, at this point, it would obviously be significantly better than anything that Sony attempted.
Look, anything at that point is better than what Sony attempted. Sadly,
Yeah.
Sony
Like, what was it,
shaming.
Nickelodeon had a better one than Sony, which is just sad.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers has their own too.
Okay,
If anything-
this is where the last. I think where the soldier
Ready
was.
to be debriefed, sir.
If anything, it's pretty much. I get the funny idea. That was pretty much going down to Nickelodeon and Warner Brothers fighting for who's going to be the better Smash game after Smash fails or is over.
Yeah, I want to see Microsoft say they're going to be doing a like crossover fighter, and be like, and it'll have rollback netcode, and then all of the gamers like raise an eyebrow, and they're like, yeah, now I'm interested.
What is rollback netcode? Why is everybody orgasming over that?
It basically offers zero lag.
Yeah,
Because basically it takes the way you're playing the game and sort of makes up an AI as you're going, and so it can kind of predict what you're going to do in certain situations. And then
Okay,
if you
so
end up
I've
doing
heard of that
something
before.
different,
I've just
it'll
never
change.
heard of it as rollback.
I tried to learn about it too
Well,
because
it's rollback
I
because if you do something different, it has the ability to sort of morph the animations halfway through into what you are actually doing.
That's weird.
it was
Instead of rubber band, which is it like either rewinds 1 second or it does it in a way that doesn't really seem natural.
Reporting for duty, sir.
That's really strange. I don't like that. That's I fear it.
I heard that talk about ever since it was with fighting game communities a lot lately, especially with Street Fighter V and Marvel's Capcom Infinite. But I'm trying to remember if Capcom was Infinite, but it looks wicked though. Rollback. That's all I know about it.
That is so strange.
The old fighting games really did not have really good rollback. It seems like it was pretty much become archaic for Capcom. And I was like, when are you guys gonna... Well, look at what these people are showing us, and why aren't you wise up? I mean, yeah, it started, like, I think, with, I don't remember what was the... Mortal Kombat, that's right. It started with Mortal Kombat, I believe.
Yeah.
Their role... That was one of the reasons why people were playing Mortal Kombat so crazy back then, was because there was just literally no input lag in the game. People were wondering why.
I never noticed. Oh.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Chat brings up Banjo is one that they could have because Microsoft just straight up has the rights to Banjo.
yeah.
Would they just take the Smash implementation and copy it like one for one? Or they
Like, if they really want to do it, they should probably do like a system that's different from
Yeah.
Smash's system.
well no,
Yeah,
I would...
I don't
I
mean the
would-
whole system. I mean like just Banjo
Yeah.
because
mean-
it's just,
You
I
mean
guess
his-
that I guess that depends on who actually did the modeling for him.
Sir.
Yeah.
I would also think this would be a very funny twist. I would say, I wonder if they're going to go the Digimon Rumble Arena route with that, but I doubt it. With Microsoft when they decide to make their own someday.
Hmm.
That was pretty cool back then.
no, I'd like to see them do something like the Dragon Ball fighting games where it's the teams. Or I guess MVC also does that.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Sure.
Although,
I want to see Doom Marine tag out for Master Chief. That just sounds hilarious.
I'm completely down for ridiculous crossover moments.
Oh, absolutely. I want to see Banjo Kazooie shooting eggs at Master Chief. And he's losing to that.
Beautiful.
Banjo
Where are
Kazooie
you
versus
pointing,
Spyro.
Sparks? Where are
Egg battle,
you
egg
pointing?
battle. Spyro just chucks all the eggs he collected in this game at Banjo Kazooie, like, what are you doing?
Mission
Yeah, the reason rollback netcode is
Yeah,
big
shut
nowadays all of
Why'd you
the
drag me back here?
tournaments and everything have to be remote now. So
Yeah.
any competitive play has to basically be done on rollback.
They finally was
Didn't
in.
have an issue before because it used to be everybody would just be in the same room.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if anybody knows this, but that was one of the problems with Street Fighter V's launch as well. But then when they made the renewed version of Street Fighter V, they actually had some pretty good netcode, and I think it was rolled back as well. But oh boy, did Capcom and other Japanese companies have a long time figuring out why games like Mortal Kombat were doing so good in the States. I chuckled a bit when I said that.
There it is. Level
Yeah,
complete.
it turns out making games all the way from Japan is not exactly going to be going smooth in the States.
Evening Lake.
These, you probably hear about. That was actually one of the reasons why I'm looking up the sales on Capcom's website, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite surprisingly is the top-selling Marvel vs. Capcom game for them right now, which surprised me. But it's because, again, not just because of the prices, but because it has the best netcode.
Okay.
But everybody right now you hear about talking about is Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because of all of the mods. Because everybody wants their own Marvel vs. Capcom 4 now. We're dying here, Capcom. But yeah, there's my rant for now.
Nice.
Alright, pointing up there.
Well, oh yes, that's right. Bob had a reasonable point. Battletoads.
What about it?
I think Microsoft has them now too for Xbox.
God.
When's the last time Battletoads ever did anything?
Oh,
It's been a while.
They were in a fighting game recently. I think they were in like Mortal Kombat 10 or something as a joke.
No.
character.
What, really?
Killer
Tower.
Instinct. Actually, that's the answer.
God.
Which was, it's still pretty surreal. Yes,
Which
I think it was
tower?
last.
Battletoads, Jesus.
I could never really get into Killer Instinct. I just remember when I was playing the Super Nintendo era, I said, this game has awesome music. Let me see. Yes, they have Rash of the Battletoads in it.
That's so crazy.
Always play Sean Shiplock.
I know that guy.
Count Chipluck, yep. That's Rivali.
He sure is. And a whole bunch of other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You learned something today.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, one of the characters from Battletoads is a joke character on Killer Instinct. I don't play many fighting games, so I don't necessarily have a horse in the race. The only thing I've been interested in is
This tower?
the music in
Okay,
Guilty
there it
Gear
is.
Strive.
You
It's
know what?
very good.
I just realized, and I just completely went under my radar, because I never really paid attention to Killer Instinct lately, but Killer Instinct is also owned by Rare. So that means that that's another team of fighters they have for a game like that.
Princess Amy
They'll have Riptor, Saberwolf, Jago.
There's an egg.
I mean, that
Those-
might be just the thing then is that Microsoft takes the Killer Instinct and is just like they either make a sub game or a sequel, or it's just like Killer Instinct, all Ultra Universes, and it's just all the characters from all the different Microsoft things.
Mhm.
It's easier than making a complete fighting engine from scratch.
But the problem with Killer Instinct, though, the really only thing that's going for it, though, is that it has cool characters and great music. Fighting game-wise, it's just basically wailing on your opponents. Which gets old, honestly. Street Fighter is very balanced. Mortal Kombat has, of course, the crazy gores and but they try to make it more competitive. Like the killer instinct is just wailing at knowing your combos. You have to basically study your combos.
I can
Maximum
sort of get,
damage.
like, if I focus on one fighter and, like, learn the entire moveset and really just, like, assume I'm never going to play anyone else, then I can get pretty good at those games. But, like, it really takes a long time for me. I really have to, like, I'm just not, like, I don't have any of that in-the-moment instinct that you really need for fighting games. I'm much more of a strategist.
Yeah. I'm
Vader and Brochando are both vehemently disagreeing with you, GC.
let me see here.
They're both just like, no, you don't just wail on your opponents. There's a lot more to it than that. GC, it sounds like that might be just how you play fighting games.
No. I like to create openings on my opponents and let them fall for my traps, and then suddenly they're like, "Oh no, I thought GC was vulnerable." You're wrong.
I'll pick guys like that have like long reach and fast movement, like Vega, and then just like try and like just sneak in stuff when I can. It's kind of like aggravating. I had a friend who got really annoyed at the way I play.
The thing about that Bobbinator, yes, memorizing combos as a beginner will make you worse at the game. As you become a veteran, that's not the case. As you get very good at the game, then you'll memorize your combos without a problem. But
Yeah, trying to like start out playing fighting games with all the combo stuff just makes it a slog.
Yeah.
The only reason people also study combos is because they want to make big damage early on.
Because that was actually the thing that turned me off to Marvel vs. Capcom 3, is because like there's a thing in the game, like right off the bat, there's like, oh, learn all the combos. And it's like, that's just incredibly boring. Why would I be doing this? This feels like school.
That's exactly the problem with it too, to be honest with you, Rick. You got it there.
I can play it on my own, but when it feels like you're expected to like be a high level player in a fighting game, it takes a lot of the fun out of it.
That was the problem back then, was where I think game companies got in their bright idea is that combos are like the meta of a game now, but really, it's not. It's just, yeah, sure, you get to hit them harder, but it's more about like learning how the other players are going to react to what you're doing. It's sort of like boxing. You know that you got to predict what they're doing and anticipate it.
So then it's no longer about memorizing combos. So why did you say memorizing combos are important?
Because some people are want to maximize their damage. It pretty much becomes like routine at that point.
When you're casually playing, it's like building up a repertoire of things that you can do with certain characters is probably what you should be doing. Like just gradually figuring out more things to do, more ways to.
Well, that was the fun with games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3, honestly. Because, like, when I first played it, I'm not gonna lie, I played Phoenix, Storm, and Doctor Strange. And what were they famous for? Not combos, but for keeping the opponent at bay while you just wailed him with beams and shots and like that. I was actually, when I first started playing games like this, I was pretty much the Shoto clone kind of guy. I always used Ryu, Ken, and Akuma.
Go ahead.
Because everybody knew how to use them.
Yeah, I mean, I still remember, I have like the muscle memory for like Hadouken, but the thing is, it's difficult to do with arcade knobs, Like, you can't always rely on those. I mean, those things take a lot of wear and tear. You can't always rely on them to be functional.
Hey, I don't even use arcade sticks, honestly. I always use the controller. I don't
gotta
even
bring your own stick.
Oh,
You can't.
Show off with that rep.
You can't bring your. How can you use your own stick in an arcade cabinet?
I don't know.
I mean, that'd be cool.
For the actual old ones, I don't think you could, but
Yeah.
I bet you nowadays there are probably ones that they just have like a USB connection on the side.
Oh, that'd be so
literally
nice.
plug their own controller in.
okay. Let's see here.
I know there's that Street Fighter mini console that's coming out that's like 2/3 scale.
Sorry about it. I'm trying to pay attention. Yeah, but keep going.
And that has ports where you can connect your own controllers. And it has online connectivity, but you can only play against other people who are playing on the same model of console. And it's like a limited run. So...
You did bring up
thing.
You did bring up something I did forget, and you're right, Fabio. One thing that I forgot Killer Instinct does have, like, combo breakers, which was also famous in the Super Nintendo era. But if people, like, newcomers didn't know how to use a combo breaker properly, though, it was very difficult. Make one mistake, and bam, you can't use your combo breaker anymore. But let me see. Arcade sticks, thing about them, I just couldn't get in them except for the arcade, but that was when the arcade was popular back then. But playing at home, I felt better playing with a controller than an arcade stick.
Nice.
Probably because I played the Super Nintendo way too much.
No such thing.
Yeah,
No,
I think the fact that Spyro Reignited is in HD fundamentally changes some slight aspects of Sparks' levels.
Yeah?
Like, specifically, there's more room to either side than there is above or below Sparks. So I can see farther than the game originally would let you.
Huh.
By the way, Bobnator, if one of these days I bought like a whole stack of fighting games recently because I'm pretty much running out of games to play. I'm going to be playing fighting games soon, but if you want to check me out, I'm going to play Street Fighter V, which I never played, and I used to play Street Fighter 2 all the time, so I'm probably going to have a lot of fun playing this, but I'm going to play that like crazy when I'm ready.
Nice.
And I'll be playing Ryu as normal. Because I'm so simple-minded.
No, you're not. Come on.
Oh, but that's what makes me... That's another reason why I want to play Ryu, because people are like, hey, GC's playing Ryu. He's so classy. Let's predict the crap out of him.
It's...
I'm going to be like, listen. You, if you threw a Hadouken a million times, you'll be so good at it, you won't even need anything. I'll hammer you.
Nice.
Yeah. And let's not forget Daigo. He played Ken for one time, but he went back to Ryu later on. But hey, I can sketch my own mark. No worries. Ryu all the way.
And Rival Schools was awesome.
Rival Schools. I see that arcade once. I never got a chance to play it. That was like a fighting game mashed in with baseball last I checked. Which was what Base Wars was. And I'm saying...
what Rival Schools was a fighting game that where the characters were teachers and students at Japanese schools. And they beat the crap out of each other.
Correct. And I was laughing at that, but I remember seeing some previews where they were playing baseball too on them. And I was like, is this a baseball game and a fighting game?
It had this super weird melodramatic story to it. Like you would expect from an anime that's about...
But that's a funny idea, like teachers at school beating the crap out of each other. Final boss is your math teacher.
You know, I'm okay with that. I hated my math teachers.
Oh no.
Oh, come on.
No, I hated my math teachers. They made it insufferable. Like, I would have enjoyed math if not for them. I mean, I've talked about this on the stream before, right? Like how I had one that was really passive aggressive. No, two that were really passive aggressive. I probably had some nice ones, but I don't remember them at all.
When I was at community college for my first couple years, I had one math professor who I hated. He was just a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of those teachers that was like trying to be aggressive to weed out people, but it just like it's a community college, dude. I'm here for the minimum effort, minimum success kind of thing.
Yeah.
Giant steam.
But
Wait,
then
is it level complete? What?
But you sure showed him.
Uh.
Now the magic from the egg has made you even.
And then I went to actual university, and my math teachers there were pretty good.
Allowing you to take one more hit for Spyro. I guess that's good.
Mm.
Have an extra hit point. But
Cool.
Yay.
Raise their max health.
Excellent helpful.
missing like one gem from here, and I didn't see it anywhere.
I don't remember. My favorite teacher through my entire college career was one of my math teachers. I'm trying to remember what her name was. I think it was Morales. And she taught Calc 2. Something like that. But she was like very good at explaining stuff and like being fast paced, and like I actually had to like keep up with her. So it was interesting.
Yeah.
And I had my stats teacher who moonlighted as a teacher at the university, and his day job was that he was a statistician for Lockheed Martin.
Nice. Wow.
But he was very full of himself.
Oh, well, that's not so good. Have I talked about my trig teacher before? I feel like I probably have, but he would do this thing where he just, when he was giving us a quiz, he would just kind of walk up and down the aisles and occasionally pause and just kind of silently observe whatever calculations a student was doing. And if he didn't like it, he would audibly sigh like this. He wouldn't say anything. He'd just go, and then move on. It was so passive aggressive. I hated him.
That's a yikes.
Yeah. But anyway, go on. Sorry.
But no, yeah, I had good teachers. I had bad teachers. I just feel happy that most of the classes the classes I gave a shit about were ones that had good teachers, and now I'm trying to think of, did I care about them because they had good teachers, or was I just lucky that the classes I cared about had good teachers in them?
That's a good question. I had a couple of great teachers in like high school. I don't really fondly remember any of my college teachers, although I don't hate any of them either. They were just kind of there, Like, I had some...
I definitely had a computer language professor that, like... He did not teach the subject very well, and he did not speak English very well, and he would just end up telling stories about himself a lot. And he's very easily distracted.
Yeah.
And that was a class that was very difficult.
Was it like a crucial class, like a Keystone kind of course?
It's computer languages, so it's basically just like, hey, I write... function, print, hello world, semicolon. How does the computer know what any of that means? How does it turn that into ones and zeros and then execute on it in some way? And it's just like, okay, we have to go through all the things of like, what does the compiler do? What does a tokenizer do? What does all this kind of stuff?
Nice.
But that's one of those classes that's crucial, because it's just like, hey, if you understand this, then you understand every computer language, because they all work in this same way.
Right. I'm getting that sense a little bit.
He says I had a science teacher who wouldn't shut up about being in Mensa and how his brother was a pro baseball player. Yeah, that didn't sound great. No, my stats teacher I was talking about, he would be very full of himself one minute, and then the next minute be very self-depreciating and talk about how his wife is smarter than him and like has more awards than him. She's also a statistician. And I'm just like, cool, brah, can you help me with Markov chains? I don't understand.
When I was a kid, I wanted to get into Mensa, but like, what do you get for it? Do you get discounts anywhere? No. You know. Do you get a mug? Probably not. Do you get a key fob? Maybe.
Not sure
Get
there
an
really
inflated,
is
you know.
any point to being in Mensa other than to
It's
say
just-
that you're in Mensa.
Yeah, it's bragging rights. You know.
At the very least, if you're a Mason, then you like have the ability to contact other Masons for help on things.
Right, or get get business referrals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen any other
Maybe-
gems.
Maybe it meant this for hookups. Like it's like okay, Cupid or something. Nobody admits that.
Men's is just it's just a dating service.
Yeah, brain seeking brain.
Oh my God. That's very funny. So what are you missing? You're missing 1-5 gem, right?
Yeah, 1-5 gem.
Or 5 ones, but probably it's 1-5. Oh, right there.
Ow. Why can't I see that?
Well, because it was right next to the wall, and the walls are purple, so probably just blended in.
Okay.
He says, there's a podcast called My Year on Mensa. It's about someone who got in and found nothing but basically toxic internet culture, but in real life, and you can't log off.
Nope.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great.
Because like one of the problems with Mensa that they like don't want to admit to is that most of the really smart people don't bother joining Mensa because they don't have anything to prove.
Yeah. God.
What was the first one? Sync the subs one, so. Why do crabs just get to do that?
No, if I had my pick of like secret society or whatever to be part of, I would teleport back to 1979 and join Studio 54.
Oh my God.
That
Why?
would be a time.
Why do you... What would be your role, Miller?
I don't know. AV?
Nice.
It's just like, I don't know, maybe not work there or anything, but just be there. Like that just
Also-
seems like a cool culture to be in the middle of.
Also, is Studio 54 a secret society?
I mean, it's restrictive enough.
All right, that's fair.
Talk to what is Studio 54? Studio 54 was basically like the creme de la creme of like disco in the late 70s and early 80s. It was the hoppinest club in the world. It was in NYC. It was the place to be.
Yeah, like Bowie and Warhol and that whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
God.
You'd go there during nights, then during days you'd go to the it's like an author's lounge. It was also in New York. And it was famous. I'm trying to remember. I don't can't not remember what it was called, but it was like a lot of big 20th century authors would visit there.
Nice.
It's like a place for them to exchange ideas and make connections and stuff.
I've been to a place like that in San Francisco, but I don't know about New York.
This is lots of drugs. Yes. It's not a thing I partake of now, but I'm saying like in a fantasy sense.
Yeah, Miller, don't do drugs. Stay in school.
I'm not going back to school. You can't.
Stay in school. Stay in school. I'm the stream daddy. You have to do what I say.
Is that a weird thing to say? To say I don't want to do drugs in real life, but in fantasy I would.
Is that like fantasy?
I guess it's because in
sports?
fantasy there would be no downsides, right? I would have a good time and then have a hangover the next day, and that would be the worst of it.
Miller, haven't you seen Cartoon All Stars: The Rescue? If you do fancy drugs, you'll end up on like this like hallucinogenic, roller coaster ride through your id.
Yeah, it's like
in cartoon form with like the Ninja Turtles and Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
I want to go on Mr. Wonka's Wild Ride.
And Michelangelo.
The Michelangelo, yeah. God, what even was that?
Don't do school, stay in drugs.
Nice.
I don't know where I went.
Yeah.
I swear Spyro looks like a cheetah with those polka dots. Still pretty rad though. Yeah, still pretty rad though.
This is like Flamin' Doritos, Spyro.
Oh man, now I'm thinking Chester Cheetah Cat is Spyro. Thanks, Jonas.
My work here is done. Stay in school, don't do drugs, and always rewind your tapes. Or don't. I don't care. And don't cruise the internet too fast.
These here waters used to be my favorite diving spot, but I can't get any loot with these.
Just remember, chat, caps lock is cruise control for cool.
God.
Alrighty then. Press the jump button to speed on up. And when you get a sub on your sights, the torpedo will start to lock on. If you get a good lock on, fire away with the attack button.
Event and dispute that. Wait for the red circle to lock on a target. Fire torpedoes with the A button.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say.
Why is it so dark in here? Just because it's underwater?
Somebody didn't pay the bill. I don't know.
Be darned. You got some mean sub-driving skills. Why don't you have this here egg as a reward?
Oh, I need to drink some water. Excuse me.
hate to ask your help again. There be even more subs that don't come out of nowheres. If you could blast them, I could use this acid lake as my swimming hole again. Darn tootin'. Get on, little dragon.
Oh, that's a interesting sort of lock-on reticle.
That's weird.
Mhm.
Well, I hate to ask your help again. Darn tootin'.
Didn't even know they could hit me. Didn't come up last time.
Try to hit me and hit me.
Yeah.
Come on, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me.
Come on, hit me, hit me, hit me. I want you to hit me, hit me.
Be right back.
Right, chat. On today's military talk, we're going to talk about passive radar missiles, which is what Rick is currently shooting.
We could just start firing blindly at them. Maybe that'll...
It really is kind of dark, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Like, obnoxiously so.
Does not get to do that. Come on.
Woohoo! At last, the acid lake is safe for swimming again. I wish I could reward you. Oh, I got you.
Oxy's making it weird in the chat.
There'll be something better in this one.
Uh-oh.
Loris.
Aw, aren't we cute?
Boxer seems to be mistaking the inflections of the phrase "hit me" and "hurt me."
Hit me, Uwu.
No, there's that snort.
Yeah, that was an Urkel snort, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought so. Need to bring down some of these birds.
Bobbin Air asks, "Have you ever played Fur Fighters? It's got a kangaroo with a gun."
What? That rings a bell. Was that like a PC title? Like 2000s or something like that? No, it was Dreamcast. Okay, it was 2000s era, but it was for Dreamcast. Yeah, I feel like maybe I saw this. I don't know. There were a couple games like this. This looks so 2000. It's not even funny.
Funny, I'm looking at some of the reviews are like 7, 8 out of 10, and then some of the reviews are like 2 out of 5. They're just like, this is not great. Oh, you know what it is? Now I'm looking. All the Dreamcast ones are like a 7 or 8 out of 10. And then there's apparently a PS2 version. It came out about a year later.
Yeah.
That's getting like 4s and 6s.
Yeah, sometimes ports don't always make it intact.
Also, it might just be that like on the PS2 you have more options for this kind of a game.
Yeah.
Better. Whereas on the Dreamcast, it has such a limited library.
I can't really think of any Dreamcast games I really liked.
The only ones I can think of that like live in my memory permanently are like Sonic Adventure and Shenmue.
Yeah. Sonic Adventure was good. Although I only really like discovered it in retrospect.
Mm-hmm. SA2 was my first Sonic game.
Really? Wow. My first Sonic game was the first Sonic game. Mold.
Oh, Jet Set Radio? Yeah, you're right. I forgot Jet Set Radio was on Dreamcast.
You know, I was aware of that because someone like used a ref for it in a commission, but I've never played it.
Oh man, Jet Set Radio is so good. I'm so excited for Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
I love these names.
Yeah, Crazy Taxi and Space Channel 5. I know those games. I know they're good, but they don't really resonate with me.
Played Space Channel 5 for, I think, the PS1 or 2. It was interesting. I'm never good at rhythm games. I like the design, though.
Good night, Dragwolf. Jonas, have you seen Bomb Rush Cyberpunk?
I have not. Let me Google it.
Oh my god.
Cyberpunk. Well, I already love the look of it. Reminds me a bit of like peak era Gynax. Let me take a look at the video. What do we got here?
Where are you pointing to?
Oh, this looks great. I love this design.
I'm just so happy they got Hideki Naganuma to do the music for this. His style of music is just like my jam. It is absolutely the kind of music I love. So I'm just happy every time he makes even like one-off songs, like Pump It, Jump It for there was like a car racing game.
Yeah, no, everything about this looks good.
Okay, I'm back.
What are you hyped about? I'm kind of hyped about Tunic. I kind of want to see that when it comes out.
Coming out this month or
March, mid-March.
I could have just jumped out the window, but
What did I miss in chat? Apparently, Boxer slapped Joe. It's
Yeah, that got weird. Boxer
Okay.
slapped me.
Boxer.
And I started crying.
and that is so Jet Set Radio. Yes, it is like the Jet Set Radio 3 we desperately needed.
They got like a spiritual
If this-
sequel.
If this world is ever to achieve peace, we must have a constant stream of Jet Set Radio games. They are the key. Yeah, it's a spiritual sequel. I don't know if there's anybody from that originally made the Jet Set Radio games as a part of it. I mean, it's the same composer, so that's cool. But but it's being made by what was it? Was it Reptile Games? The same people who made the Humdaha and the Erdadur.
The Humdaha? The Humdaha!
See, Reptile, they made Lethal League.
Oh, okay. The Humdaha.
Frederick says, so what is Jet Set Radio about, anyway? It's like gang stuff.
You're sticking it to the man in like a future. What is it? I don't think it was called Neo Tokyo. It was something like that. They had their own thing.
Tokyo 2? Tokyo 2? I know that was a fan album that came out a couple years ago. That it was like a bunch of songs inspired by Jet Set Radio, and it was called Tokyo 2.
Might have been it. Anyway, you're sticking it to the man because everything's too sanitized, and your goal is to get in fights with other gangs and tag your territory and fight with the cops by spraying them with spray paint and things like that.
Yeah, it's like Year 15, the game.
Nope, it's just Tokyo.
Okay. Pretty sure those are different.
It says the environments are based on Shibuya and Shinjuku,
Oh, I never knew that.
which are sort of suburbs of Tokyo.
I know about Shibuya because that was like the center for a whole subgenre of electronic music for a while.
Yeah.
Like there's this sort of Japanese electronic genre called Shibuya-kei.
Trying to remember, is Shibuya the one that's like the anime district that has like that giant Sega arcade at it?
I think so, yeah, maybe. It definitely has that kind of vibe. From what I've seen, I've never been there, but you know. Like it's just this like ultra shopping complex, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll be right.
Heard it here first, folks. He'll be right. He's never left. He will be right. Akihabara. Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, Akihabara is the one that has like a bunch of arcades and anime-based stores, and it's like the otaku center of the world.
Okay.
I love how you got those by crashing.
Yeah. What do we got here? Across the rooftops. see that before.
Spyro, I have just received word from my little brother. He appears to be having some trouble with
So
the
Bentley is wearing boxing gloves now.
That dumb Yeti took my ball.
Ah.
I told him to give it back or you'd kick his lousy butt, but he wouldn't listen. I knew you'd do it. Go and show him not to mess with us. Remember to block his height.
Man, I'm getting medieval vibes here. Medieval boxing.
Okay, press B for a body blow, plus A for the big hookaroo. Press X to block high. Bentley blocks low automatically.
The hookaroo.
It's hard to be no Bentley now.
Press the Y button for a quick jab.
Jonas.
What?
Chat reminded me it's Akihabara was the area I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Ah. Honestly, blocking doesn't matter. That's what I'm seeing here, anyway.
It's going entirely on the offensive, yeah.
Rock 'em, sock 'em, Yetis.
There you go.
You really showed him. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't my ball.
Besides, you automatically block low anyway, so. And there's no telegraph, so I don't even know what even put in a blocking system.
You should go back and kick his butt again. Make him give me my ball. This time, it'll be a 3-round match. And when you win, don't let him send you off with a stupid...
I should pick up Rivals of Ether again. I have it. I just haven't played it much.
But why fight when you can love and play Levels of Ether?
Yeah. God.
Still upset we never got that Heart Mellow game.
Yeah. There was also, they also did a Guitar Mellow April Fool's. I don't know what's going on with, like, our Mellow. Like, I'm not sure if there's anything happening with it.
I feel like they might be moving on to their next game right now, and they're just not at a place where they can really announce it yet without being like, we're going to announce it and release it in 3 years.
Alright.
Only 2 more else to go.
Well, like I've had like trouble connecting to their ML server sometimes, so
Yeah.
I think
Also,
it's
that game had a lot of like art grants in order to push it through, so there might
Yeah.
be something where it's whatever they tried working on isn't applicable, or they're not able to get those easily.
yeah.
Wait, Heart Mellow? Yeah, the Armello Twitter made a joke about Heart Mellow, where it was they took the Armello characters, brought them up closer to modern day setting, and we're gonna make a dating sim with them.
Yeah. But I doubt it was ever actually going to happen.
No, it was a single image that just showed some of the characters in like modern day clothing, and then it just said Heart
Yeah.
Mellow, and it was a logo. I would have loved to see it happen, but I'm also not surprised it didn't.
Yeah, I tweeted at them that I have friends who would unironically play it.
Well, I'm sure they got that message in spades, but there would be people who would actually buy it. Who knows? Maybe it's
Who can
just
say?
taking their time to make an actually good dating sim. And they're gonna be like, actually, we are gonna release Heart Mellow.
God, if that were the new
It's
game,
taken
that
us
would
like 2 years to develop it, so.
working out all the story paths and all the crazy pairings that are possible.
They're like, we made this game where you can pick any of the characters to be as, and you can date any of the other characters. Do you understand the combinatoric story possibilities that happen that we have to account for?
Yeah. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
No. I'll be good.
Jonas?
Anyway, how's everybody doing in the chat tonight?
No, we want juicy deals though, Jonas. What are you dealing with?
Don't make me run over there and slap my hand over your mouth to keep
I'm
you quiet.
sorry.
Your mouth?
Don't make me run over there and slap my mouth all over your sensuous. Anyway,
I mean, I wing it too, Miller, but come on now.
Ty says they have all the models that would cut some of the time. Those models, I have had the ability to take Armello apart due to some of the stuff I've been trying to figure out with Unity and like pulling games apart after they've been compiled. Those models are not great to look at close up.
you mean the 3D ones or the fan animation?
3D ones. The 2D animation ones I've seen, it's just a PNG, right?
Yeah.
Those look fine, but those are they're drawn frame by frame, so there's only so much you could do with those. The models themselves are not great quality.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's because they're only like player select screen and not like actual like gameplay. You know, they probably didn't feel like they need to put a lot of effort into something you're only going to see for like a second.
Well, the models are on the board, but the thing is you're zoomed out and looking down on them from above. If you're looking at them like straight on, like you'll very quickly it'll be like, that's not great.
I see what you mean. I thought you meant like the ones on the select screen. Okay.
They're the same ones.
Oh, are they the same ones? Oh, okay. Fine. Guess it makes sense to reuse those.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like you need to be aware of like your detail amount and your poly count, right? You can only have so many polygons on the screen before you start having trouble.
Yeah.
Especially on Unity, because Unity has some weird stuff with it.
Mm.
We're at 1:30.
Yes, we are.
You said that, and then I quickly looked over at the clock, and I'm like, what?
Not AM. Silly bird.
Yeah, silly bird.
It's 1:46 here in Canadian time. Atlantic time.
Okay, last thing is an egg that's up there. Maybe I'll just fly around from the top.
One of the weird things I've been learning recently with actually it's happened in work. It doesn't happen in anything I was working on personally, but Unity has a weird thing where you can't have more than 4 gigabytes of data in your entire game.
Huh.
Now,
I did
you can
not.
have the game be bigger than 4 gigabytes. You just can't have it all together.
You can have a data block bigger than that amount?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah, basically, because Unity uses a 32-bit address. So if you go bigger than 4 gigabytes, then you would have to use more than 32 bits to find the address of the data.
Okay.
So it means you have to have like custom-made loading things to basically just have compiled data that the user downloads, but isn't actually in or attached to the executable until sometime during its running. So you have to do a lot of stuff with called resource packs and resource asset packs.
Right.
I don't know.
We were having a problem with that at my work because every time we would get to like 4.1 gigabytes, all of our lighting would break. Because it always ruins the largest file, and the lighting for our game was like 1 gigabyte of the is a quarter of the entire game was just lighting data.
Did you bake it or?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Because there's no way we could do real time lighting. We're doing VR stuff like.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
VR stuff on the mobile headsets. And like, there's just no way you could do the like 90 FPS you need.
Yeah.
With real-time lighting.
Okay, I wasn't sure what kind of like platform you were on.
100%. That level.
Yay!
Fireworks factory.
100% is not good enough, Rick. You need to have like what was it, 117%?
Now we're only going to 100%.
Now it's at 100%. Yeesh.
So yeah, when you say there's something like 117%, like the only times I can feel like that's valid and that isn't just a ton of BS is something like Mario Odyssey, when you have those moon cubes that appear after the end of the game, and it's just like, okay, those can count towards more than 100% because they weren't in the like game.
Like if it's a bonus thing, if it's beyond the regular scale of achievement, then yeah, that's fine. But like, it's just weird to me because it's like the whole like Spinal Tap, our guitars go up to 11 kind of thing, or our amplifiers go up to 11.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, if you want to say the guitar version of it, that would be the was it like 11-string bass?
Oh my god!
Or it's just a 6-string guitar and a 5-string bass just slapped together.
That is so weird.
And it's like, why would anybody ever want this? This is so unwieldy to play.
Maybe it's for those people with like 6 fingers, but I don't know. Thank you, Boxer.
I think I can see an egg behind you, but it's out of reach. You'll have to take the long way around through these Rhinox to get to it.
Can't jump high enough.
You need the jump boost.
Come on, Spyro. Flap your wings. Or get Shelia to do it.
Or Penguin Bro.
Yeah.
His name I forget at the moment.
Sergeant.
Colonel Mustard or whatever.
Or Jamie.
Colonel Mustard with the dragon in the fireworks factory.
In a conspicuous lava pit. The murder weapon was lava. Dusted for fingerprints.
Enderman with the lava bucket in the hell portal.
Nah, lava bucket sounds like a wings thing. Like well, I get don't get the regular wing, but get the lava bucket.
There we go.
You don't need those taste buds.
How to torture an entire party, go to KFC and get the lava bucket.
No.
It's just like it's just a bucket of wings, like ghost chili flavor.
Oh. God, now I want hot wings. Fuck.
Oh my god, Jonas!
Oh no.
No! Go drink some cold water.
What? No! Where's the fun in that? What's the point of anything short of complete tongue agony? I'm gonna have to do a grocery run at some point. Maybe I'll get some serranos or something.
Get some anchos. Make your own salsa.
There you go. Haven't done that in a long time.
I need to make my own enchilada sauce again. I did that once, and that's like delicious if you do it
Ooh.
yourself.
That's really good.
Nice. Do you use like green chilies, or what do you? What's your preference?
For enchilada sauce, it's red.
Oh, nice.
Carne chili sauce.
Here. I've never met a chili sauce I didn't like.
No, I do that all the time now with making my own salsa, because every time I buy salsa from the store, I'm just like,
Yeah.
right. And so what I end up doing is I buy 2 jars of the stuff. I throw them both in my blender, and then I add in some like cayenne and some red chili flakes and some fresh garlic. And I like blend that up to make it a little bit thinner. And then I put it back in the jars and refrigerate it.
I love making like pico de gallo. Just chopping everything up and doing it all fresh. I've tried making guac, but I'm not so good at it.
It's not that hard to make.
I know. Well, I mean, I go off the book sometimes. I try to just do my own thing, make it like to my taste, and it doesn't go all that well. But
what would your taste be for guacamole? That's
aggressively spicy and oniony, and like more extra.
Oh yeah, I suppose because
like I don't. Go ahead.
It's supposed to be like I like it with a lot of garlic.
Yeah. No, there's definitely like a threshold where where it's
If you like make it like too punchy, there's like not really any point to having it be guacamole at that point. It's just spices.
That's fair. Yeah.
Also, something I like doing that everybody who makes guacamole is like, oh, you got to make it like super smooth, and like I can't stand super smooth guacamole. I don't know why. I mash it up a lot with a fork, and that's as far as I go. I do not like put in a blender or anything like that. Just I don't like the texture of really smooth guacamole.
No, I'm with you on that one. I tried blending it once and it had sort of this like baby food quality to it.
Yeah. Noodles.
Oh, is she a drummer for a band called the Apes?
Thank you. Yes, Simon. I used to years and years ago when I lived in the Bay. I went to that place pretty often. It's changed names and owners like 3 or 4 times, but they've always had some wonderful spice, just like tongue searing. Oh, so good. Like it used to be back in the day. It was called like University Chicken, aka Cluck You. Then what else was it? It had another name, and then it became Smoke Eaters. And I think it has like another name now.
It's called Wicked Chicken now.
Is it called Wicked Chicken? Okay. Lots of good memories. I think the last time I went there was 2010, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. I love that fireworks effect.
Nice little thing.
I just like how it sort of slows. Like it sort of hangs there in the air. I think that's cool.
You'll have to use this combo power-up to take out these fire dragons. It will allow you to super fly and super flame at the same time.
Beat the 2 flying fire dragons. The fire dragons will grow their tails back when left alone.
Oh, you have no meter for your power either. You just keep going until you defeat them.
Nice.
Focus the red one.
Nice.
Probably gonna take a while.
They're not exactly that threatening.
No. I cannot go against them head on.
Man, this one's obnoxious.
And I lost sparks again. Great.
Hey, Spyro, you're gonna let those dragons walk all over you?
They can't walk. They don't have any legs.
I was about to say that. Let them fly all over you.
Yeah, I'm surprised the game's not... Surprised it doesn't have it so that if you fire a shot, it passes through multiple segments and can hit them a bunch of times. Because that would incentivize you, like, setting up your shots so you, like, run straight at them, fire a shot, and it just goes straight through all of their segments and does a bunch of damage.
Might make it too easy.
It's not exactly easy as it is. I can barely hit them.
With how much health they have, it's like... kind of feels like that was, or should have been the design.
Oh, shit. Oh. God. Nice.
Jonas with the color shoutcasting today. Who took a hit in the turn there? He's gonna have to come back around for another shot.
Those are some pro strats. Damn. god.
Or you go with my favorite phrase that a human has ever uttered.
What's
You're
that?
shop guessing, and you say, "The game's in the refrigerator. The door's closed, the light's out, the eggs are cooling, the butter's getting hard, and the jello's jiggling."
Nice.
Chick Hearn, basketball commentator. He was great. Oh my god, his phrases were the best thing ever.
Was he the one who came up with "stick a fork in me, I'm done" or whatever?
Yep. He's the one that did that. He's the one that was like, "From downtown." He gave a lot of personality to basketball commentating. Also, are they going faster now that it's smaller?
It feels that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, Simon says looks like they slowly regenerate health. Yeah, that doesn't
Yes,
make any
they do.
sense.
Yeah.
Why? Why did they need to?
To make it that much more challenging.
They are very hard to hit as it is. I don't know why
Yeah.
they needed to make this so much harder.
Very upsetting.
Yeah. This is rough. This is rough.
Oh my god. Now it's just moving so fast.
Dumpster Cat is rating with a party of 5. Thank you, Dumpster Cat. Welcome to our show.
Oh, Dumpster Cat's back. Eee.
Hello. Yellow. Yellow.
Hello, Dice 5.
Yeah.
I said that sometimes Sparks comes back with full health.
That's a good question.
See how many fireballs I shot at him? I didn't hit him once. Finally.
Yeah.
I'm taking a break to go gem hunting.
That's fair.
Spyro, stop bonking your head.
Time to fly. Time to fly. Time to fly. Time to fly.
At least I don't have the other one to get in the way on. Blue.
Is that a bad thing? I guess it depends what you mean by in the way.
Blue was getting in the way all the time while I was going after red. Like, me hitting blue doesn't matter at all unless I'm focus firing on him. So, if I hit him, he's just going to regenerate it. So, also, he could shoot fireballs at me and also, like, be in the way when I'm chasing after red. Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now keep doing that. Keep doing that. Ah. Stop going into the tunnels.
No, he says to Spyro. I go in any tunnel I deem it.
Come on, Rick, you can do this. You
Where'd
got
he
this.
go? Where did he go?
Where? That's a good question, actually.
There he is. What's he doing?
Oh, that's making me a little dizzy.
Goes around to go into the tunnel again. Just wasted time as I need to wait for him.
Nice.
On topic of fighting games, like one last thing I gotta mention, with the popularity of the Avengers, I'm surprised that when they made Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity, they never made it 5 versus 5. I am very surprised by that. But then again, they brought back the Infinity Stones, so I guess that evens out.
They have the Infinity Stones in the game?
Yes.
Is that like a one-hit kill?
Nope. Sorry. It's basically harkens back to Marvel Superheroes, which was when Capcom decided to finally push all Marvel's characters into a fighting game, not just the X-Men. So we got the Infinity Stones. Thanos is the last boss. Let's see, what else?
I forget, was Deadpool ever in any of the Marvel Capcom games?
Yes, actually. And a funny story about that. Capcom was asking to add Deadpool to the game, but they got his name wrong. I'm trying to remember what they called it. Marvel was like, who are they talking about? And the only thing Marvel or Capcom told him was like, hey, I don't know why these guys don't know him. He's so popular. Yeah. And Marvel was like,
they called him Noob Cybot.
Noob Cybot. God.
So when they finally found, but he was at the very end of the, when the game was almost released, they almost left Deadpool out, and people are like, why are you adding this cool character with the guns and everything? He's like Dante. And they're like, what? Wait a minute, Dante?
Dante.
It was hilarious. Apparently there was a poll too. John Talbane was actually considered being added to Marvel vs. Capcom 3 too.
Yeah, but Capcom hates Darksiders now. They don't want to do it anymore.
Do they? It sucks.
Well, that's not really true. I mean, the problem is they just hold on to the franchise because they know that people like it. Teppen is a pretty good example of that. They got a lot of John Talbane in that, actually, and it's shown that they do know how popular he is, but I just don't, I'm not sure exactly. It turns out, DC Comics apparently is writing comics for Darkstalkers now, so they're trying something.
I thought there's a new Darkstalkers comic?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Although, of course, it's focused on Morgan again, and that's always something we want to hear, more Morgan. But yeah, but one thing is for certain: when they brought one up, I'm noticing that they are definitely focusing on their A material for Darkstalker, which is pretty much Morgan and John Talbane. But I'm not sure what they're doing with the other characters, because they do have a lot of cool characters in that game, but yeah, like I said, they're just focusing on too much Morgan. They're finally giving John Talbane his light, which is good. But other than that, I'm not sure what they're up to either. But they're holding on to that license.
Holding on to it with a death grip.
Mm-hmm. I don't even remember a little bit about the cartoon, but I remember Morgan throwing a kid off the cliff. That was it.
What?
Morgan throws a kid off a cliff like it's supposed to be a good thing. I'm like, what?
The cartoon was terrible, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really was.
Yeah, it was.
That was a weird era.
Capcom was pretty much throwing out all their licenses to cartoons back then.
Yeah.
With good and lots of bad effects, but still memorable.
Well, that was kind of an era of like, okay, we have to teach the kids something, you know? And I don't think, you know, that shouldn't, I don't think that helped.
No. Capcom was like, we're famous now, let's get into cartoons.
Yeah. Kind of good. Gotta get this little bitch.
On
What?
Cap? I mean, look what Archie did with the Sonic comics. Wow.
Yeah. For better, for worse.
I like the comics. I'm not gonna lie. Like, at the time when I first actually noticed Sonic, the comics were actually pretty good at the stores. I read some of them. I even bought a couple copies back then, but I couldn't. I'd be honest, I wasn't much of a comic person. The only comics I really read back then were Archie comics. That was it.
Nice.
I was like, when's Archie gonna marry Betty or Veronica? One of them, come on! It's like the grape and peanut and Max thing all over again. Wait a minute, I got it backwards.
Yeah. Oh my god, I want this thing to die.
Yeah.
You think you want it to die?
I feel it on your behalf. Like, this is almost kind of sadistic.
Takes far too long is the problem.
I mean, they're making you earn it. But...
One more.
He's gonna heal it.
Too late.
Eyes are so hard to hit. There's just no reliable way to do it at all.
Damn.
It goes into the tunnel again.
Yeah.
It gets free regeneration.
Yeah.
Don't kill Sparks.
It would have been nice to see if the regeneration only happened when they're both there, because it's like, it's an interesting idea to be like, oh, you have to focus on one of them, because if you keep splitting your damage, they're going to keep both regenerating and you're going to not be able to defeat them. It's like, yes, but then you only have the one, and then that stops being an interesting mechanic, and it just becomes, can you beat this number?
Yeah.
Ow.
Ah.
That's why you cannot stand in one place. Okay.
Oh.
That's why they have that.
Brutal.
He's almost back to half health again.
This is some bullshit.
Patrick, why did you make me play this game?
That says you need to kind of try to stand next to it as much as possible and hit it from the side. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, okay.
Move
But they
swing
dodge
faster
and
than-
weave all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Even if you are right next to them, you can't actually hit them half the time because their hitbox is so tiny.
Yeah.
Have learned how to turn faster with Spyro. That's something. This is something that they didn't teach you. Use both the analog sticks at the same time, Spyro will turn faster in the air.
Oh, that's useful.
Not only useful, it is necessary. Doing that, I cannot hit the fire button.
Right. You just need 3 hands. That's brutal.
Oop, there you go. We're getting there now.
No, we're not. I can barely hit him.
You just clobbered him there, though, but okay.
Yeah, when he's long. And he has a lot more space to hit. He goes immediately in there. Can't hit him when he gets out because his hitbox is too small.
Damn.
He went right at me. I still can't hit him.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any trick to this. You just gotta make sure that if it goes into a tunnel or anything, you're like spamming the other end of the tunnel before you even see it.
Yeah, it just comes out the same way all the time, so.
Yeah.
Gives you time to set up a bunch of fireballs for him ahead of time.
There, finally.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
yes! Yes! Holy shit. Wow.
Oh man.
You earned that. Oh my god.
All right,
Now,
Sarge, is there anything else in this area?
Doesn't matter. It's 12:30. I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Good call. Well
All
done,
right.
dude. Well done.
All right.
All right.
I thank you folks all for coming out. I think we all deserve
Except for
it.
Frederick.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right.